Hello everyone, myself Sabri and I welcome you to our channel Solution Bridge Network and one-stop solution for all your Power Platform tutorials. In this video, we are going to understand what is a user-defined function and what are the benefits of using a user-defined function. So user-defined functions in PowerApps are custom functions that you create to perform specific tasks or calculations. So unlike the built-in functions provided by the PowerApps, user-defined functions allow you to encapsulate logic that is unique to your application needs. So with this user-defined function, you will be able to create a reusable logic and calculations. So it means you can write your logic once and you can use that function throughout your application, and it is easy to maintain. The reason being, whenever a change is made to the logic, you will just make it in the function and it makes the changes to the all other sections where it is being called for. User defined functions are defined in the formula sections of the app property. We have a detailed video on how to create a named formulas and what are the benefits with an real-time example. So we request you to access the link in the description, or else you will be able to see a link at the top right corner of this video to redirect you to the named formula section. To make use of the user defined function, we need to enable two options in the settings. So let's go to the settings and go to the upcoming features, and in the preview section you will need to enable this new analysis engine, which is already enabled for me, and in the experimental section just scroll down to the last and enable user defined functions. Both is already enabled for me. If you are enabling it to the first time, you need to close, you need to save the app, and you need to reload the app to make this effective. I have already added few labels and one text input. So the example what we're gonna see here is the discount calculation for an e-commerce website. Let's say you have different set of products and the discount may vary with respect to the amount of each product. So here we are planning to create one user defined function and using that across all the items and in the total summary page. So I have created a view of the total summary page. We have not created any other relevant objects for the e-commerce website. So here, let's say we will enter the total amount here and that discount will calculate it based on the total amount. By this, we will be able to give the company a unified discounting section. For instance, if they want to change a percentage for a value, they can do it in one place, and this will be effective in all the places where the discount amount is called for. Now let's start creating the function. Let's go to the app and open the formulas property. Here you can just start putting your user defined function. So I'm starting it with UDF, which is user defined function underscore. The name which I'm interested to give is discount calc, open and close bracket with an equal to. Here within this open close bracket, you need to define the input parameter which this function requires to start its calculation. So the only one input parameter which is needed is the total cost. So let's say total cost is the input parameter. Put a colon and define the type of the input. So the data type of the total cost should be a number. So similarly, after closing the bracket, you should put one more column and define what is the output type of this discount calculation. Again, it should be a number, and after equal to, we can start defining our calculation. So the syntax here, I'm just repeating the syntax. Name of the function, open bracket, input parameters, colon, type. You can define multiple input parameters with respect to a defined function by separating it with commas, and once you complete defining the input parameters, you can close a bracket, colon, and the total output type should be entered. So in our case, for calculating the discount, we are taking only the total cost, which is a number format, and my output, the discount, will also be in a form of a number. So let's start building the logic. So if the total cost is greater than 250 and total cost is less than 500, then company is ready to give a 2% discount. So 2 star total cost divided by 100. Let's copy this code so that we can change the numbers out there. Click enter, paste the code. So I'm just would like to indent it, bring it here. Now, if the value is greater than 500 and less than 700, I would give 4%. And let's again come here, say if it is 700 and 900, we can give a discount of 6%. And finally, if the total cost is greater than 1000, then company will give a discount, a flat discount of 10%. Let's close all the brackets, and this being a named formula, it is mandatory that we should send with a semicolon. If you see here, if the cost is greater than 250 and less than 500, it's 2%. So I would make a small change in the logic, greater than or equal to. So whenever the amount is between 250 and 500, company gives 2%. Similarly, between 500 and 700 is 4, 700 and 900 is 6, and if it is greater than 1000, it's a flat of 10%. So let's come to the screen. So we have a total cost column. So in this column, if you see, I have referenced the complete input of this text input 1, and this discount we will call our user defined function. So UDF underscore discount calculation of open bracket. It is asking what is the input. So if you see, the input is total cost again. So total cost dot text, and in the total amount payable, I've just made a sum of the total cost and discount. So here what we will do, we will calculate the discount and multiply it with -1, so the discount value will be subtracted. So let me run the app and let's try with the 250 rupees. If it is 250 rupees, we are getting a 5% discount and the total amount payable is 245 rupees. If we go with 1000, we are getting a 10% discount, which is 100, and we need to pay 900 rupees. Additionally, if you want to show the percentage here, again you can define a user defined function and you can call out that percentage abruptly here. So let's go to the app property, copy this, so since we already have the same name, we will say user calculation percentage, and here we will just give a text, it's 2%. Similarly, we will replace all the logics in here and change the values. 4, this is a 6% discount, and here it's a 10% discount. We are missing one close bracket. Let's do that. So let's verify that if the numbers are correct. So we have a 2, 4, 6 and 10. So it's 2, 4, 6 and 10. Great. So let's copy this percentage calculation in there. We will insert a text label. So here we will just call that function, and again the input of that function gonna be the total cost dot text. Let's close the bracket. Since this being a named formula, the exact calculation is being shown. So let's go to the app property, remove the percentages in there, so we will get the exact number. And here let's remove this percent. Now you see that it's 10. So here what we will do, we will concatenate with a percentage symbol, ampersand percentage. I would like to make a small formatting change. So I would give it as an in red color. I'll make it as bold, font size to 10. So now we have calculated the discount. We have calculated the discount percentage text value. Now let's say run the app. Let's put 250 So for 250 rupees, we are getting a 2% discount. So total amount payable is 245. By this, if the company feels that if they needs to change the percentage, they just go ahead and change it in the app property formula section, and that will be live across all the screens where this discount is called for. By this, we come to end of this video. You can post your comments and clarifications on the comment section, and we will be just reverting you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon for our new video alerts.